Hey guys, this is Cronus Falls, and I'm going to be talking to you guys today about the Fire Knight. So, as you all know, in order to get Arbiter, you're going to have to defeat Fire Knight 20 on auto. Now, that's pretty tough for some people, and without good champs like Cold Heart, for instance, it can be tough to do. But what I'm going to go ahead and do today is I'm going to show you guys a team that I know all of you can get, and we'll show you exactly how to do it. So, first things first, Rosin Scarhide. Now, he's not completely necessary, but a great addition to the team. He brings you a 3-hit A1, which is great for Fire Knight, as well as a decreased defense and weaken, which kind of actually gets in the way for this fight because it is a one-hit ability that he uses. But if he lands it after the shield is broken, then it's really solid to help you take him down faster. And then Bog Down. This one's super great for the Fire Knight. Sometimes he uses it when the shield is still up, which isn't optimal, but when he's using it when the skill is down, it's amazing. Drop the turn meter completely. And it also provides us some much needed CC for the fight, for the waves when we're leading up to the Fire Knight. So you'll see all of that in action. But let me show you how I got him geared. He's in lifesteal and speed. So I've got him at about 4k defense. I think it's 4005. 201 speed. Crit rate, crit damage don't really matter, but 210 accuracy to make sure that he is landing all of those debuffs, because that is essential. So next we have Stag Knight here. Now Stag Knight is one that you guys can get from the Battle Pass right now. I'm sure most of you have. Great champion for Fire Knight. Look at his skills here. He's got a 2-hit A1, each with a 30% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. And if you book it up, that becomes 50%. Along with the sniper feat here, that's going to go ahead and bump up to 55% maximum. And then with Master Hexer, you can extend that to 3 turns, which is nice. So you do need sniper on him, not just for his A1, but his A2 here has a 95% chance when totally booked of placing a 60% decreased defense and a 50% decreased attack. So that sniper bumps it up to 100% chance. It's AoE, it's defense down. That's beautiful for waves. So between the 2-hit A1 with reduced speed, which is also great for Fire Knight, by the way, and an AoE defense down and attack down to make him do less damage to you, this guy is a boss for Fire Knight. Now his passive is not that great. Places a 50% increased accuracy buff on an ally for 1 turn each time the ally has a debuff resisted by an enemy. And I mean, that's okay, increased accuracy is good, but it's just 1 turn. Their moves have already been resisted, so if it wasn't just an A1 or something, it's on cooldown. So it's alright, but overall, he's really good for Fire Knight. So now we'll move on. The third member we're going to be bringing in is Apothecary. You guys all know what he does. I don't need to go over his skills. The one thing, make sure you've got him in your leader position for this team because he's got that 21% allied defense in dungeons, which is very nice. But as far as I've got him geared, he's rocking about 3,700 defense, 248 speed. Nothing to say about crit rate or crit damage here. And he doesn't need accuracy, which is beautiful. So just make him go fast, make him tanky. Get him some Giant Slayer here, and he'll be good to go. So here's the real event, which is Armiger. So Armiger is an uncommon champion, and so super easy to pull from mystery shards. He shows up in the market, which is nice. So you can completely book his skills. I completely booked 2 of them. I mean, he's almost completely. I could have done 2 more, and I think this one is completely done. Just from pulling them, buying them from market, I didn't use any books on these guys. And so his kit is A1. This is the beautiful part. Decreases the turn meter by 30% if this attack is critical. And it's based on defense, which is nice. So Basically, I mean, if you build him up to 100% crit rate, like I have him right here, he's always dropping the turn meter by 30%. So turn meter manipulation is huge when it comes to the Fire Knight, and I'll be showing you guys that coming up here. And then his A2 does damage based on enemy max HP. So big hits, especially if you have super high crit damage, and you'll see that come into play as well. Unfortunately, he will only use this move. Well, I mean, it could be fortunate, unfortunate, depends on how you look at it. He will only use it if the enemy's turn meter is under 30%, so it doesn't come out that often, which makes the 2-turn cooldown kind of unnecessary. So actually, I mean, you don't really need to book him at all, but he'll do more damage booked. But yeah, you'll see all that coming up. And so as far as masteries go, just straight shot down to War Master since he's using his A1 most of the time. And then I went into the support tree to get him some more accuracy, and Evil Eye here is very important. So that's going to turn his first A1 from a 30% decrease turn meter to a 50%, which is very nice. And Master Hexer doesn't affect him at all. I just needed to grab something here from the support tree so the little red dot would go away. But anyways, so you see how they're both skilled, and they're both built with 100% crit rate and some decent crit damage. This one's got a lot more, 181, whereas this one's only 136. But neither of them actually have crit damage amulets because with his base defense being so low, I needed to bump it up a little bit. And then their speeds, nothing crazy, 153 here, got 165 here. That's something that's easily attainable. No real set bonuses. I think this guy's got 1 speed set bonus, 4-star accuracy banner, but 249 speed. So as you guys can see, he's got accuracy as well. But even without that, he'd be at 209. So there's that. But as long as you can get him to the stats you need, that's beautiful. So let's go ahead and get into a run here. Go Fire Knight 20. And you will see that this team is super consistent. So we've got the Stag Knight going second. He's going to give me that defense down and attack down. And so the attack down comes in clutch against Errol right here, because this guy hits super hard, and he can one-shot my Apothecary if that's not on him. So Apothecary is obviously going to get targeted since he's blue. Since he's frozen, he didn't get targeted by Errol there, but if he gets another attack, he'll go for Apothecary and almost take him out, even with the attack down. So in order to run Apothecary, he either needs to be extremely tanky or have an attack down. I mean, mine's pretty tanky, and even with the attack down, he still almost dies to Errol. So it definitely comes in clutch. So you'll see the Armigers are definitely keeping turn meter down here. Every time they use an A1 on one of these enemies, they're dropping it by 50%, which is huge. And then Rosin's Bog Down, which is probably going to come through here in a second, once he gets another turn, that's going to keep their turn meters down as well. So that's basically all the CC you need for this team. Miscreated Monster can also come in here. The problem is he's blue. Yeah, see, Errol almost took him out there. But with Miscreated Monster, he's blue. The stuns don't always land. He gets targeted with that ally protection. He's taking a bunch of damage. So he can come in. He's decent, but not optimal. I think Rosin's definitely a better choice here. So we'll be moving on to the Fire Knight at about 145, it looks like. And we'll see how that goes. You see, Stag Knight's actually hitting pretty hard with the build I've got him in, even though his attack isn't that high. So that's cool. He's got good multipliers. All right, so we're just getting single hits here. So we're not going to be taking the shield down on this one because they're being stupid with their abilities. But right here, I think we should be getting it down. And the nice thing with this team is basically once the shield is down, it stays down. So watch, boom, minus 30%, boom, minus 30%. And those, with that speed down especially, those are just going to keep coming through. Later rest. And then another minus 30% coming here. Boom. That turn meter is not going anywhere. He is not taking another turn. That is it. So as you can see, this team works very well. The Fire Knight got one turn, and that's it. He's done. So this is a team that I know all of you guys can make. I mean, it's 2 uncommons, a rare, an epic that you get as long as you got the battle pass. And Rosin Scarhide is definitely the hardest one to get here. But, I mean, if you play long enough, you're going to get him. So, some crap boots, go ahead and sell those. But that's it, guys. That's a team that can easily auto Spider 20 for, or sorry, Fire Knight 20 for you guys. 252 here. It's normally about 239, best time 232, and extremely consistent. So good luck getting all your Arbiters, and do well.